Welcome to Girls Behaving Metaphysically. Your hosts are two girls who believe that life is awesome, that laughter heals, and that it's possible to find deep spiritual insights in everyday experience.
Here come the girls. It's more than practical. Here come the girls. Way more than merely factual. If you want to know the secrets of a life that's free, listen to Girls Behaving Metaphysically. Listen to Girls Behaving Metaphysically.
Hello. That was like delayed reaction. Okay, welcome to Girls Behaving Metaphysically. We are your hosts. I am Robyn Rice Olmsted.
And I am Dr. Natasha Wilson here in Brisbane, Queensland, Australia.
Yes, sunny Australia.
In the heat. It's getting hot here.
And I'm in New Mexico, where it stormed all night and into the morning with like lightning, and now it's hot. So what's a girl to do?
I don't know.
You just don't know how to plan for that kind of thing.
You don't. You just don't. No, You just roll with it.
Roll with the punches. That's what we do, us metaphysical girls. Anyway, we're glad you're here. Welcome. I cannot believe that it is the end of October, which means it's November, which means it's January. Right? I mean, there's so much going on. Not to mention that today is your rebirth day. We are rebirthing, right?
Yeah. 49 years old.
Young.
Unbelievable.
49 years young. I know. Didn't you never think like I'll never be that old?
I did. I don't know. I never thought I'd be like, I don't know. Maybe because I'm quite neurodivergent, and I'm learning to completely and lovingly accept that about how I'm wired. But I think there's something about my brain that just never saw me as any age other than the age that I always just am. Right.
Right.
So like when I never even thought about being 25 when I was like 18, I never thought about being 30, 40, 50. I just don't think about it. So like, I don't know. There's something about this that feels kind of wild. Like 49, like, whoa. And perimenopausal, and I got the best gift for my birthday. So I'm going to just share this. So like, I don't know, people are sensitive, like me. Like I'm perimenopausal. Haven't had a period for months. Guess what I get on my birthday?
What'd you get?
A period.
Oh my gosh.
I know. I'm just like, it's the gift that keeps on giving.
Wow. Wow. That's wild.
It is wild. Because I was like, oh, I think I'm done. I think I'm finally through this. And then it's like, not yet, sister.
Wow. All right. Well, that in itself is the definition of a girl behaving metaphysically, that you are defying all the time and age and odds and all the things you thought you knew.
I don't know. I think it's because I had a client show me, they have several new baby nieces and nephews because they have several siblings. And so my client was showing me photos of their new nephews and nieces, and they're these cute little babies. And for some reason, I was like, oh my God, they're so beautiful. I think that's what did it.
It kicked it all back into action.
Yeah, like we can't have this. So
that's funny.
We can't have it.
I don't know. Like I just look at those people that had like babies like late in life, and I'm like,
Mm.
wow, because
Well,
it's a lot of energy.
it is. Look, I mean, I didn't give birth to anybody, but I started parenting. What would be considered late in life. I'm always the oldest parent amongst my children's friends, like their parents. I'm always the oldest. um, yeah, I don't know. It's just interesting, like to have a child. I have one going like beginning puberty, and then I have I'm like at the other end of that. So it's
Yeah.
so life is just an interesting experience, and I'm here for the ride.
Yes, we are here for the ride, and we're glad you're here with us. So, if you are joining us, please say hello. Let us know where you're tuning in from, and like us. Look at our Facebooks and whatever we have. Find it, find it, and like it
And
because
click on things because yeah, that's what the algorithm needs, right? So
that's what it means. I don't think our stuff is up to par anymore. We got to work on it to make sure it's all there because I
I
don't know
know.
where I'm telling people to click. I'm just hoping they know
Yeah,
because
I'm
we
not
know.
even on social media. So yeah.
I know. That and when I go on social media, it's such a slippery slope. It's like,
Yeah.
oh my god, like just looking at everything going on. Anyway, so today, if you're joining us today we're going to talk about altars and Natasha's birthday gift to herself, which was creating an altar, and just about some of the ins and outs of doing that and what it means and why you do it and why it might serve you and all those good things.
Hmm. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I decided like this year I didn't really want to celebrate my birthday like I have in the past. Instead, I felt really called to finally create an altar. I've always had altars, but I have not had one since I lived in Australia. And I feel really moved to do that. And so that's actually how I'm going to celebrate my 49th solar year on planet Earth.
So we're going to talk about that in a little bit. Before that, we're going to do our card pull of the week. And before that, I'm going to ask you, how was No King's Day in Australia? Was anything going on over there?
Yes, of course. There is so much solidarity here. There's solidarity like in so many other countries for the US right now. There's so
Right.
many people who really love Americans. They love what we've given to the world in terms of culture. They don't necessarily appreciate the imperialism, but they appreciate what it means to be America, like because we have contributed so much to the world, right?
Right.
And
What it stood for.
yes, absolutely. What it stood for, but also just what it's contribute to the world of culture. Like I had one kid at my daughter's after school care come up to me and say, "You're from the place Michael Jackson's from," right? Right. So it's that kind, like we've given so much to the world culturally and like through movies, through media. And yeah, and I also think people that have actually traveled to the US from here have a
Yeah.
deep love for
Pull the
America.
card pull of the week down.
Huh? What are you saying?
Nothing. I got it. Nothing.
Oh, is someone from the unseen speaking through you right now?
Well, yes, it is our magical, mystical producer of the day. Since we have no producer because he's off marrying people, we have
Oh,
a stand-in. So we have our producer Gil Olmsted, and I was busy trying to direct him to get the banner ready for our
oh,
card pull of the week. But go
okay.
on. I was
Yeah,
listening to you too.
that's so nice that people are still getting married. That's so nice. And and people are still having babies. I think that's very nice. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I have cards when you're ready.
Well, okay. I just want to say here in New Mexico, the march was good as well. Rumor has it there was about 8,000 people, and yeah, and much like everywhere, because everywhere I saw it, it was just it all looked so lovely, just like a loving experience. Not, didn't look like the people that hate America.
No, these were the joy field, and it even did spill over here in Australia, where like people here, like, I don't know, they don't play with grievances. So, but even here, it was everything was so joyful and so like, we are humans, we are earthlings, we have a right to joy, we have a right to existence, and we have a right to shape the world we want to live in. I was really inspired. I have to tell you, I was so I didn't go because like I'm old. I can't take the heat. I'm sorry. I got kids on the spectrum. They'd be running around. I'd lose them. I'd have to like call the police, like nothing. So, anyways, but watching it all, both what was happening in the US, I follow what happened in the US, I follow the UK, and I follow here because that's where I have most of my connections are the UK, here, and the US. And it was just all so beautiful. There was a part of me that did wish I could just wear like a frog suit and be out there partying.
Right? Right. I felt the same, but I really feel like they said there was probably like 7 million people that marched all over, and
that's just in the US. I don't think there's an international tally yet.
Yeah, maybe it's just the US, but even so, say it's 10 million, whatever. I'm pretty sure there were 10 million more people sitting at home holding the space for all of that couldn't be there, couldn't do it that way. And I think that's equally as important, because I know that morning with a prayer group, we prayed it up, we prayed it in, we prayed for safety and for love and all of that for everybody marching, and help that space. So there's no apologies needed, if you didn't go. I think just you're holding that consciousness of justice and dignity and love and for everybody is equally as important as the frog suit.
Yeah. Yeah. And like, I don't know, I'm just in this place where I'm like, something is happening. I know every day the news is reflecting a part of reality. I get it. And I feel something so deep in my bones that we are moving through something really important. And I don't feel this sense of doom and gloom. Like, I really don't. I just don't. I feel a sense of hopefulness that so many people across so many different lines of quote unquote difference are seeing, like, we are really in this boat together. Like, we sink or swim together, right? It doesn't matter your race, your color, your gender expression, your gender identity, your sexuality, like, we sink or swim together. We are earthlings on this beautiful ship called planet Earth, and we are in it together.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think that's one of the beautiful consequences of COVID. I think we all became so much closer, and we met so many people via Zoom and whatever we were doing. And we really became such a smaller planet because we were all experiencing the same thing. It didn't matter if you were in another country. The thing was still happening everywhere. So yes, I totally agree with you. I think there is something amazing happening. And I don't really feel doom and gloom unless I look at pictures of the renovation for the ballroom at the White House.
Yeah. I feel doom. Oh God, that's ridiculous. I feel doom and gloom when I follow up on what's happening in Gaza and what's happening in Somalia and the Congo. I think I have to, those are the spaces I feel the doom and gloom. I don't even feel the doom and gloom with the White House. I just feel a lot of embarrassment around that. Because that's gonna
Yeah, doom and gloom is a little extreme, but I mean, it just feels so wrong,
yeah, there's a lot that's wrong with that. And but I think it's also it's like this metaphor for what he is. When I say he, I mean, the guy named, Bump, like, I feel like he's Voldemort. Yeah, I think it's a metaphor for what he's trying to do. Like, and then the East Wing, and just think about that. The East Wing is the wing for the First Lady. So he's tearing down, demolishing the part of the White House that is for usually the female representative of our country. Not a coincidence.
No, not a coincidence, and definitely aligns with his respect of women.
Absolutely.
All the way around.
And who knows? He might be mad because Melania don't want to be there. So, so he like, I'm just going to tear this shit down.
Did you? Okay, we're going to get off this subject, but did you hear why he said he felt justified in doing it?
No.
Oh, well, you must hear this. Can the producer not stop and come on for a minute and to give this explanation? So Gil,
I want to hear this.
Yeah. Here he comes.
Hello. So I heard one of the things that
there's an echo.
I don't know what I can do.
Somebody has to mute Robyn, maybe mute.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah,
try that.
here. There we go. Does that work?
Not muted.
Nope, that doesn't work. Can you hear me?
Yep, and there's no
feedback.
feedback.
That's good. I'm going to do it that way. All right. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Technical difficulties. So, as you will recall, we had a president named Obama, and he wasn't a great big tennis player, so he converted the tennis courts at the White House to a basketball court. So this is why it's okay to not get permission and tear down an entire wing of the White House and build a 90,000 square foot ballroom.
Oh my goodness. Guys, can we please pray for this man's healing? And can we please pray for our country? I have decided not to relinquish my U.S. citizenship. I just feel like I'm not doing that. I just can we please, Robyn, you're such a your prayers are so powerful and they give me so much peace. And I feel like we need to pray for this man. And I think if we can have a prayer for our country at some point, like this, the prayer for the people, because the other thing that I'm seeing is that when I do get on, I'm not on social media, but I am on YouTube. And a lot of what I see are people really stressed out that their food benefits, I think it's called SNAP, they're about to stop on November 1st. And, it's people who have like children to feed and elderly people. And I just want a prayer because this is a call for prayer right now.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It definitely is. You want to do that now or you want to do it at the end of the show?
Can we do it both?
Oh gosh, she's taking advantage of her unbirthday day. All right.
I'll do the closing prayer. But can you do the prayer? Because like I swear to like there's something about your prayers, and I don't know, Robyn, like they made me literally fall in love with you as a human being. And they're so special to me. And so many of the prayers you've prayed for me and my family and the world, they've stayed with me for years now. Look, I've known you, since 2016, 15? I don't even know. But those
Wow.
prayers have stayed with me for nearly a decade.
Well, let's do a short prayer right now, and then we can do a closing prayer so we can wrap everything into it. So let's just take a moment.
Yeah.
Right now, to take a breath and to remember that in that breath, everything is okay. Everything is good. We are safe. We are protected. We are able to turn on our computers and listen to what we choose. We are making choices that are loving and supportive. And knowing that in that moment, in this moment of safety, that is a moment of spirit, of the divine, knowing that the divine is right here, right now, filled full of love and peace and infinite possibility, dignity for all, and kindness. And I know that we are all made from the same human cloth, that we are cut from the space of the divine, of the loving spirit, knowing that we all carry those qualities, that those qualities are who we are, that they are just not adjectives, they are truly what we embody and who we've come to be. And so I say a special prayer for all of those in the government, in governments everywhere, especially in the United States of America, but knowing that everywhere that people in those positions are leading with their heart, are leading with integrity, are standing in truth, are truly believing in justice for all. And I know that as they anchor that, each and every individual feels that in their heart and in their soul, and knows that no matter what the appearance is of what's going on, that they are guided and protected and on a mission to anchor the same. So I know that we show up individually in that space of kindness, in that space of openness, open-heartedness, in that space of justice for all, dignity for all, knowing that as God is, we are. And so I know as we stand in that oneness that we move forward in that same oneness because it is love. Love is the guiding principle. Love is the guiding force. Love is the name of spirit. So I know that love prevails. And as it does, I know that each and every person on this planet is blessed and a blessing. And that truly all in action can breathe and feel that space of love and knowingness, and relinquish any fear, any doubt, any thought of inequalities. So I just bless this and I just allow it to be and say, and so it is.
And so it is. Ashe.
All right.
Woo! Send
Well,
that
I
out.
think we should take a break and come back and do our card pull.
I agree.
Let's just bask in that prayer and that possibility for the moment. And
So
we're
beautiful.
just going to take a minute. We're going to go off for a couple of words from our sponsor and then come back. You don't want to miss the card pull or the exciting dive into building your altar. All right. So
All right.
don't go away. Come right back here to New Thought Media Network.
Are we back?
No, but the producer's slacking. So more
Was it
commercials to follow. He's not focused on us. He's trying to multitask. Men don't multitask.
Please help us say thank you to our organizational sponsors, including the Hefferland Foundation, Affiliated New Thought Network, International New Thought Alliance, Science of Mind Archives and Library Foundation, Center for Spiritual Living Denver, Center for Spiritual Living Midtown, New Thought Philadelphia, Planned Happiness Institute, Summit Center for Spiritual Living, One Heart Retreats, Center for Spiritual Living on the Lake, Unity Kitchener, Unity Spiritual Center Ottawa, Om Center for Spiritual Living, Satya Center, Begin Within Ministries, Center for Spiritual Living North Jersey, Unity of Savannah, and the Center for Spiritual Living Seattle, as well as all of our individual donors. Thank you for being part of the New Thought Media Network. Please like, share, and subscribe. New Thought Media Network, positively inspiring.
Welcome to Girls Behaving Metaphysically. Your hosts are two girls who believe that life is awesome, that laughter heals, and that it's possible to find deep spiritual insights in everyday experience.
Here come the girls. It's more than practical. Here come the girls. Way more than merely factual. If you want to know the secrets of a life that's free, listen to Girls Behaving Metaphysically. Listen to Girls Behaving Metaphysically.
Hello, hello, hello. We are back. I am not sure where Dr. Natasha went, but she has audio. Let's see. Can you hear her? Can you hear her? Can you talk?
Hi. Sorry.
Okay. All right. Always a good time.
Kids.
Always a good time when there's no producer. All right. So we are back, and we are still Girls Behaving Metaphysically. And we are very excited to bring you up on our card pull of the week.
Yes.
So today Natasha has the cards, and she is shuffling. And what we do during this is, as metaphysical girls, we like to find the signs. We're always looking for the signs out there for which way to go, what to think, what to do, little guidance anywhere we can get it. And so this is our segment where we pull a card and we see what it's trying to tell us about our week and about maybe what's going on and what's ours to do.
Okay. I have to let you know 3 cards fell out of the deck as I was shuffling.
All right.
So
you want to go with those? Let's go with those.
I think so. The first is a card that says, okay, my camera's here now. It says, give birth.
Of course.
Yeah, of course. The second, with all this sacred geometry, it says choreograph.
Okay.
And then the other one that fell out of the deck says master the dance.
Those are perfect, especially for you this week.
For me.
Yeah.
I haven't even read what they mean in the book.
It doesn't matter, but they are very like you. Master the dance and what was the first one?
Give birth and choreograph.
Yeah, and you were talking about give birth, and you like to choreograph.
I'm not great at choreography. At least learning other people's choreography. When I was in a dance troupe, like just a few years ago, I always was like, put me to the back because I be doing my own thing. So
Okay, well, that doesn't mean you're not good at it. It just means you think you're not good at it.
that's okay. Do you want me to read what it says? I can at least read of the 3 cards, which one calls to you the most? So we have 3. We have give birth, choreograph, and master the dance.
Master the dance.
Master the dance. So let me read that one. Oh, there was a. Oh, there's another.
It really should be which one for you, because it's your day.
Yeah, but look at this one that was there also, just laying there. It says, notice the pattern. I feel like that is for me, that one. But let's do master the dance. Let me read that one. Trust me, I noticed the pattern. I don't even need to read that one. I already do. Okay. Master the dance. On the surface, it seems the world inside and outside of you is filled with movement, color, form, and noise. But tune in even deeper, and you will perceive the eternal, silent stillness behind all appearances and manifestations. Now is a time to enter fully into the stillness and to come into a state of complete and single-minded presence. This is what it means to, quote unquote, master the dance. The time is right to gain greater mastery in a discipline, an art, career path, or other area, or to step into greater self-mastery regarding your entire life experience. Whatever dance you are being called to master, set the clear intention to do so and commit to devotional, dedicated daily practice. Spiritual practices such as meditation, prayer, and spending quiet, solitary time in nature will also support you in attaining new wisdom, expertise, and personal power. You are a full spectrum being. You embody archetypical polarities such as dark and light, lunar and solar, feminine and masculine, and intuitive and rational. When you honor and unite these energies within your being, there will be balance. You will connect with your wholeness, live your power, and feel at home in the world. Choose to harmonize and calibrate the energies within and around you, and then fearlessly face and embrace all that is happening in your mind, body, spirit, relationships, environment, and life. Once you do this, you will activate your full potential and become the captain of your fate. No embodied movement will bring you into harmony with the wisdom of this card, quite like the Nataraja pose. That's this pose, which I have spent time doing this pose. That's this pose. This is the favorite pose of the Hindu god Shiva, who is synonymous with both the cosmic dance and the vast, empty, open presence that underlines the entire manifest world. To come into Nataraja pose, balance on your right foot and sweep your lifted leg across the midline of your body so that your left foot hovers a couple feet from the floor on the right side of your body. While keeping your fingers tight together and your palm flat, hold your right hand to the outside of your right shoulder, about a foot in front of your body with your palm facing outward. Cross your left arm across the midline of your body and touch the top of your left wrist to the bottom of your right wrist. Allow the left hand to dangle loosely. Hold this pose as you focus on a point in front of you and breathe steadily for at least a minute. Feel yourself balancing, harmonizing, and coming into a state of immaculate focus and calm. This moment is sacred. It is a sacred opportunity to learn to anchor your consciousness in the still, silent center of all that is. Once you do so, you will master the dance, come into harmonious alignment with truth, and establish unshakable peace.
Wow. There's a lot there. What did that mean for you?
Well, I've done this pose before, just as a meditation practice, and it is a powerful pose. And I think sometimes, not always, but I think it's the legacy of the West that we believe that things are separate, our body, our mind, our soul, like they're these separate things. And when we start to engage the body again as sacred, like engaging in things like this, like I've done this pose and I felt that steadiness. I felt it in the pose. It's a pose that is like both open and protective all at the same time. It's a pose that welcomes heaven and earth. And I don't know, as a dancer, as someone who is a dancer, like that pose particularly speaks to me. I haven't done it in a while, so I think it's a good day to do it since it is my birthday. So anyways, that's what's coming up to me. And even if you look at the image, right, it's like bringing the cosmos.
Right. Right. It's beautiful.
Through the body.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot there to chew on. But I want to get to the altar piece because I don't want to run out of time.
Yeah. Oh, goodness. Yeah, you're right.
So, okay. You want to talk a little bit about we were basically talking about altars and just why it's important and how it came up for you. I know you said it's your birthday present to yourself, so why don't you speak into why and how and all those good things?
Well, the thing is, like, I've always had an altar. So for me, altars are just spaces for remembering as far as I'm concerned. So like remembering myself, remembering what matters to me through this symbols, through, so like, my altars have always honored my ancestors. My altars have honored my life as it is, and also the life that I desire to live more fully into. And I just find it interesting that I've never had one since I've lived in Australia. So I am giving myself that gift because I feel like a part of my journey this year is about remembering who I am, not just like my personality, but remembering my divinity and having a space that I can sit at during meditation and have that type of sacred communion means a lot to me. And I think that's what altars are. Altars are places we go to remember.
Yes, very true. And I was contemplating that this is kind of the time of remembering. This is the Day of the Dead, All Hallows Eve, All Saints Day, and which is a time where people talk about when people transition or pass over to the other side, like the veil is really thin. And I think I don't know, it's just always a very loving time to remember, for me, my ancestors and, those that have gone before us. And I think what you're talking about, having that space to really go and center in on that, and it's a different focus when you have it in front of you than when you just sit down and think about it. I don't know, for me, like to really have those symbols or something that really means something to you.
Yeah, absolutely.
So how did you decide what's going on your altar?
I haven't completely decided. For me, I enter into a process. So first, I meditate and I listen. what I know for sure is that I have my grandma's ashes. So those are going to definitely go on my altar. I know that crystals will go on my altar. I have like so many crystals, candles. These are the things I just sort of know. And I don't know what else. The reason I meditate is so that I can hear the divine in the silence, in the stillness, when my mind stops being active.
Right.
So I'm going to listen to what goes on my altar this time. I know I have been thinking about like my cultural heritage and legacy. I think like most Black people, or people who are called Black in the United States, like many of us, like we're multicultural beings, so like I have like African ancestry that I know where it's from now. Like I know that I've known that now for about 3 years. I know where my European ancestry is from. I sort of want to honor that. So this time I think on my altar, I am going to put some like little Viking thing on there, since I have this Nordic heritage. Just parts of me that I don't think I've honored before. And like just honor, I don't know. Like I know, like for me, altars have always been spaces for my ancestors. Yeah. And now through like the whole DNA thing, like I know more about where all my ancestors hail from. And so that's like almost all over Europe and Central, Northern, and West Africa. The Native American, like that part I know. But I've never really spent a lot of time on my like honoring my European ancestors. And so I am making a concerted effort to do that with this particular altar. And I kind of like that. I mean, I don't know the full history about why I have Viking ancestry. I probably wouldn't want to know. But I like it. Like, I'm like, okay, I got this fierce warrior energy, So like, at least I'm claiming it anyway.
That's what you're claiming.
I'm claiming. For all I know, I come from a Viking princess. I don't know.
Well, and that doesn't mean she wasn't fierce. But I think it's important. I think that's beautiful, and I think it's important. I think that's, there's no wrong way to do an altar in my mind. There's no wrong way, and
I absolutely agree.
I know people that change their altars up all the time. I know people that have created an altar like in the beginning of the year with their vision board or symbols of what they want to manifest or accomplish or have happen during the year. I know people that have done altars for fun, I mean, to bring fun into their life, or romance, big one for partnership, I mean, so there's all different ways to do an altar, all different ways. And it really, I think for me, that's what's important for people to know, is that because sometimes people are daunted by the idea of like, I don't know how to create an altar, like it's a thing over there that you see in sacred places, whether that's somewhere old or your church or your center or your temple. But I mean, it's just, I think you said it, it's a place where when you go to worship, it's going to resonate for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's going to resonate. It's going to bring that love or that peace. An altar for peace is a super great idea,
Yeah.
And, really, I mean, I know as practitioners, we spend time in our meeting, like doing a peace meditation and really visualizing the whole world, and sending the energy down to those places.
Yes.
Not down. We're not above anybody, but you know what I mean? In my vision and everyone's is different. But in my vision, I'm looking at the globe. So, but so what resonates for you, and have fun with it.
I am. I did not tell you. Oh my God. So I saw this like psychic lady about 2 months ago, and she's like, there is a great romantic love coming your way. I was like, Lord, why? It's like, please, no. No. Anyway, so my altar will only reflect my ancestors and my children and their ancestors, and please, no great romantic love for me right now for a few years, please.
You know, what you resist persists. If I was you, I would open up to infinite possibility, knowing the highest and best for all. And yeah, you can specify to go slow on the partnership piece, but you know how that is, because it always happens when you don't want it to happen. That's when it happens. Okay, so if you're joining us right now and you are watching Natasha shake her head, she's in a little resistance, not only to her birthday but to partnership. So
I love people who have beautiful partnerships. I feel like I could just watch it from the outside. I don't need to experience it. I'm happy to watch all.
Well, that's very big of you, but you just don't know, Natasha.
No, I do. You know how many times I've done this partnership thing?
That's what I was going to say. And you know what happens though? You're going to do it till you get it right.
Oh, fuck. Sorry. No.
All right.
I'm done. I'm 49 today. I'm done.
All right. So join us next week for resistance in partnership. All right. Well, since you're a little resistant to that, I'm going to talk about for a minute a partnership that is good in your life, and that is our partnership. And so I was trying to figure out, like, I sent you a birthday gift, but I really want you to open it with me. So I'm texting you right now.
Australia?
My friend Amazon.
Okay, I was gonna say how it's expensive to mail stuff through the postal service to Australia.
But you know what? It's about the same price as Amazon's delivery. But I just texted you, and I want you to go hit the link and go to it so you can open your birthday present with me.
So I'm gonna see it now?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going now. Give me a moment.
And I'll tell you after.
Okay, I'm opening it now. Hang on.
Okay, here she is opening a present.
Trying.
I had many presents in my cart for you, but this was the only one that seemed to be available in Australia.
It's still loading.
Oh, darn it. God damn Amazon. Okay, anyway.
I'll try on my other phone. Where's my other phone?
I know we have people out there in suspense waiting to see and hear what it is. I guess I can show it to you. You want me to show it to you on the thingy?
Maybe, because like it's just, I don't know. It's like taking forever to, like, Amazon's like, it's still loading. It's like, are you sure this is the country you're in? Wait, what is that? Oh, wait, here we go. I love it.
I knew you'd love it. And I had all this.
I love it.
So for those of you that can't see it, I'll try to put it here. It is a wine cup, but it's from the Golden Girls. And Miss Natasha is a big Golden Girls fan. And says,
Robyn, I love this.
Thank you for being a friend. Oh. Yeah, I love it. I had all this other stuff in there. I had books for the kids with the Golden Girls and a Golden Girls makeup bag, but none of those were available in Australia. So I figured it was super appropriate that the wine cup was.
I love it. Oh my God. Because you know what I love? I think this is what a lot of people love about the Golden Girls is that it represents aspects of, like, each of them represents an aspect of their own self. And right now, I'm just sort of like rolling with this one from Blanche. My beauty has always been a curse. I'm so, Robyn, that's perfect. Oh,
Well,
I love you. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. I'm sorry the rest of it wasn't available. I was so excited to send books to the kids. There were the Golden Girls. It was like a little story, golden story. I was like, damn. But anyway, it's a good starter, and it just was a perfect gift for you. So
Yes.
it'll be there next week.
Oh, thank you.
You're very
I'm not
welcome.
celebrating my birthday, but people are sending me gifts anyways. So I'm like, I guess some ways I will celebrate.
You see, it's kind of like partnership. What you resist persists. Oh, you're not celebrating your birthday? Here's a present. And I did. I was like, how can I get DoorDash to go to her house during the show? And she probably won't answer the door. She'll be like, oh, no. I was like, all these things I wanted to do. And I was like, oh, just go with Amazon. Anyway. So.
Oh, those are perfect, Robyn. Thank you. They're so thoughtful as well, and I really love it. I think when I saw you last time, I had bought my gold. Like, it was on the last trip to the U.S., the trip that I saw you on, and spent time with you. That I actually bought myself this Golden Girls mug that I still drink out.
Oh, good.
Yeah, so it's really nice. I'm really grateful. Thank you.
You're welcome. And I really, I hope you have the best unbirthday ever. And it's just joyous and relaxing. And, that you just celebrate you, because it's about you, And and like you said about the ancestors that you're building an altar for, and all the people on whose shoulder you stand, just how great it is that you're here now and we're here now. And, we come together and all of those magical, mystical things.
Yeah.
It's pretty amazing.
It is. Oh, I'm ready to go because I'm going to cry. Can we wrap up now, please?
Yes, we can wrap up. We can totally wrap up. So, if you're joining us, please join us in this joy and celebration of Natasha's unbirthday. And we began the show with a little prayer for our country. And we're going to go out on another prayer for our country, just knowing that, I don't know, that's what's being called forth today. So not only our country, the world, because we're all in this thing together.
That's right.
So we're just taking a moment to be a moment to be grateful, a moment to be grateful for all that we have and all that we are. And knowing that wherever we are right now, we can take that breath and we have the freedom to turn on the New Thought Media Network or the Facebook or YouTube and find this podcast, this topic, that allows us to be free. So what I'm knowing is freedom in the highest and best form, freedom that brings peace of mind and love and equality to all. And I do know that the principle we stand on is love. And that as we stand on that, we embrace the planet in our arms. And we just know that everything is happening for a reason. And that it's not a lifetime. It's a reason, a season. And that we are growing into all that we know that we are, all that we're meant to be. So we stand in the name of love. We stand in the name of freedom. We stand in the name of dignity. We stand united. And for this, I'm so grateful to know that there are people that I will never know and never see that are hearing me now or not hearing me, that are linked in my arms with me, knowing the truth of who we are and what we've come to do. So I just charge all of us to go out into the world and be that love that we're meant to be. And as we do that, we change the world. Amen. And we just allow that to be and say, happy unbirthday to everyone. It's a time of celebration and we love you. And we'll see you next week.
Ashe.
All right, everybody. Okay. Talk to you soon. Bye.
Bye.